Hello, this is David Moseley with the Faculty Center for Teaching with Technology at Texas A&M University Commerce. In this video, we're going to look at the basic steps required to update a faculty webpage. This is one of the more common tasks that faculty will perform in Cascade. In this example, we will log in to an existing faculty website and update two things: the faculty member's email address and office hours. The first thing we need to do is log into Cascade. If you don't already have a Cascade server account, you'll need to contact IT support services for that. Once they get you set up, it will usually be your Active Directory login credentials, the same credentials that you use to log into your university computer. I have mine typed in, so I'm going to log in. Okay, this is what you see when you first log in to Cascade. If you already have a Cascade account, maybe you've been editing a departmental web page or some other area of the university website, this will look very familiar. Most of the university's web pages are managed from this global Cascade server interface. At the top of the screen, you'll see a drop down with the word Global. You want to click this and select Faculty. This will take you to the faculty site area of Cascade. And you'll notice on the left an extensive list of directories that correspond to faculty websites. And you can see the naming convention that we use is the first letter of the first name and then the last name. It's a naming convention that we try to adhere to for all faculty websites. Okay, so for our example, we need to pick on someone. Let's see, let's use Dr. Lopez. His website is one that we've worked on here in the Faculty Center for Teaching with Technology, and we've clicked on his site. Inside his site, you'll see a few folders, and there will always be at least one page. Pages are denoted with this little blue icon, as you see here next to this page, named Default. Let's go ahead and click on that, and here is the default page for Dr. Lopez's faculty website. And this is a good time to also pull up a second tab that has what I would call the front end view of his website, what someone would see when they navigate to his website from a web browser. So in the second tab, I have faculty.tamuc.edu/jlopez/default.aspx, which corresponds to this exact page that we are editing. And you'll notice the two mirror each other, except that the template or the CSS styles are not reflected on the when we edit the page in Cascade, and that's okay. We've taken care of that for you in the background. There's a style sheet in this page that will add all of the styles to the page, and if you need assistance in updating that, please let us know in the Faculty Center for Teaching with Technology. Back in the Edit tab, you can even make the content area a little larger here to suit your needs. If you've ever updated online content, whether it's in Cascade or any other content management system, you will have undoubtedly seen an editor similar to this. This basically gives you what you see as what you get, editing abilities similar to what you would have in Microsoft Word for aligning left, centering, bold, italics, underline, that sort of thing. And this is how you would format text in the content area. So for our example, we need to update Dr. Lopez's email address. You'll see it's still listed in the old format that used a underscore instead of a dot to separate the first name and the last name, and it has the old TAMU-Commerce domain, which we are phasing out. So to update this email address, You can highlight it and type it, fresh. But I'm going to just edit the existing one. I took out the underscore, replaced it with a dot, and I'm going to take out the -commas and add a C. So that looks correct. However, the hyperlink is still incorrect. Let's double check that. If you highlight the whole link and click on the link button in the editor, you will see that the old email address is still here, so that needs to be fixed. So I'm just going to change the tamu-commerce to tamu-c and take out the underscore and replace it with a dot. Okay, that email address is updated. There will usually be a second email address at the bottom of all pages that use this template and this format. So to save time, I'm going to highlight it and do a Control-C with my keyboard to copy that email address. And I'm going to go down here to the bottom, and I'm going to highlight the one we want to replace and do a Control-V to paste the updated email address. And the other thing we were going to do was add a line of text for office hours. Now this is strictly for demonstration purposes. I haven't actually checked with Dr. Lopez if he has office hours or wants them listed, so I'll clean this up after we're through. But I'm just going to do a return, and I'm going to type office hours : upon request only. And I'm going to highlight office hours. Let's make that bold to match the format. Okay, well, I think that looks nice. Okay, I'm done with my edits, so I'm just going to click submit at the bottom. That basically saves the page. Two things may happen after you submit. One, an automatic spell check is going to come up, and it's going to find a lot of words that are not in the Cascade CMS spell checker. Most of these I think are just fine. They're words and names that are in the publications list and different things on Dr. Lopez's site, so I'm going to click submit. The other thing that might pop up is the accessibility check. For example, if we didn't have an alt tag on Dr. Lopez's picture here, the accessibility check would warn us that to be compliant you need to have an alternate tag specified for all images. Okay, we have the page edited and saved, but it's not yet published. So if we go over here to his website and do a refresh, we're not going to see the change yet. So back here in the in Cascade Server, we need to publish the page. Every item, every asset in Cascade will need to be published before it is publicly viewable on the website. And the process is fairly straightforward. You click the Publish tab and click Submit. If everything works correctly, you will get a confirmation message at the top saying Publish message sent successfully. Now let's go over to the other tab and do a refresh. And we have office hours, and the email address seems to be updated in both places. And that is how you make basic edits in Cascade CMS for faculty websites. If you are a tamu-c faculty member and you do not have a faculty website, please contact the FCTT at 903-886-5511 and we can get the process started for you. Thank you very much.